Okay, good morning. So I stayed at the Budget Inn in Helena and recommend that. It's clean, it's a good little motel, and it's right downtown, and it's right next door to the post office. So if you need to pick something up or mail something, it's perfect, like I did. I got my bike all packed, ready to go. I did look into a couple of bike shops while I was here about getting either uh, the extra set of brake levers, they call them cross top levers or interrupter levers, put on my bike or get them and I'll put them on somehow, but nobody had them. And the other thing I was inquiring about was switching over to flat handlebars from the drops. And I knew it was not going to be really possible, but I thought I'd ask anyway. And it's funny, you go to bike shops and the mechanics, you just never know who you're going to get. And so one bike shop, the guy was really cool. The guy was kind of a real jerk. So um, you just never know. But so I, and it's kind of what I knew. It's not possible. Well, it is possible, but it would be a whole lot of money and it would cost as much as a new bike. So I'm going to take the Boulder alternate out of Helena, which, and talking to several other riders, they were going to be doing the same thing as well. And the reason being is the main section, the original part of the route, after between Helena and Basin, is fairly ridiculously rocky and straight up and down, from what I've heard from other riders. So they developed the alternate. It's on the ACA map. It's all mapped out, and you end up in the same place. You don't really miss anything. So I'm going to go that way, being that I'm not riding a mountain bike. I'm riding a touring bike, and that should be a little easier on my hands as well as on the brakes. So that's my plan. So I'm going to get out of here and start hitting the road. Okay, been on the road now for a while, a couple hours, and all's going well. Just got onto the Boulder alternate, and it was real easy to find. You come to a T intersection, and about 12 and a half miles in, it's real easy. So either you turn right, you go the original route, turn left, you go to the Boulder alternate. And coming out of Helena, boy, that was it was like an 8-mile climb coming out of Helena. So that took a while. And again, it's one of those things: ride some, walk some, ride some, walk some. That's how I did it anyway. But all right, so on to Basin. I think it's maybe another 33 miles. I'm not exactly sure, but it's probably somewhere in that neighborhood. All's going well, knock on wood, and see you down the trail. And we're on some pavement. I think we're going to be on pavement most of the day from now on. I think. Okay, it's a little noisy because the freeway is down below me. Down there. But, okay, so here's the intel on the Boulder alternate. Whew. If you're going southbound, it's pretty much uphill from Helena. I'm at mile 30 now and been climbing this whole time. Yeah, you have a couple of, you have like 3 or 4 miles of downhill, but it's a gradual climb and then it gets really steep. If you're northbound, the back half of this, back half 30 miles to Helena, you'll like, because you probably have a 10-mile downhill from the high point above the freeway. You can probably coast for 10 miles. I wouldn't doubt. I don't know what it's like on the Basin side yet, but I'm about to find out. But that was hard today. It probably took me about 3 hours. And make sure you have plenty of water because there's no water along the route. And this baking in the hot sun, man. The GPS was saying it was 105. I don't know that it was 105, but maybe because reflecting up off the road. But I'll tell you what, it was hot. It is hot. I still have 15 miles to go yet to get to Basin. So I've got enough water. Yeah, make sure you have enough water on this route. That is a good view though, going out into the valley. Back to paved roads. It's like running parallel to the freeway again. Guess this is what they meant by big sky country, because holy crap, you can see forever.
A little smoky from the fires up north, but man, you can see forever. This is Boulder, Montana. Nice little town. Just stopped at the truck stop to get some cold drinks. Okay. Whew. So I'm about, I don't know, a little less than 3 miles outside of Basin. I plan on eating dinner at the Silver Saddle Saloon and hopefully staying the night in the community hall. That's the plan anyway. I don't think there's much else there. I'm not really sure. But man, as far as today goes, I don't know what I was expecting. I was definitely not expecting what it was. You know, I knew it wasn't all going to be, you know, puppy dogs and ice cream all day. But wow, it was neither of those. Okay, after dinner, had a great dinner at the Silver Saddle Saloon, and now in the Basin Community Hall, and where you can stay for $5 for the night. And it's just a basic, it's just a big room, but it's comfortable. What I was starting to say earlier, today was rough. The heat was really playing games with my head. I mean, it was really hot. And on that climb coming, you know, Helena, once you got on the freeway access road, so then you're on that, it was just a continuous climb pretty much all the way to here. So today was 47 miles. The temperature was the surface of the sun. And it was from Helena. I started in Helena this morning at 8 o'clock. It took me 7.5 hours to get to Basin, the town of Basin. And that was a long time, and out in the sun. There was no shade at all whatsoever. And so that was kind of playing with my head a little bit. And it was kind of like, I felt okay, I guess, physically after about 10 miles. But then, I don't know, I was kind of going downhill mentally. I was missing home and just having some doubts as to whether I should continue on or could continue on. I feel a lot better now that I had a dinner and it's a little cooler out now. So yeah, and I think it's the divide, it's all part of it. The divide is, it's not just riding your bike, but it's, man, keeping everything together in your head at the same time. And it's rough because you're out here for such a long time and missing home. So everybody's been real nice, the people that I met at the bar and having dinner. And in fact, there's another bike packer here, Dean, and he's from Windsor, Canada. And we've been running into each other. I don't know, this might be the 4th or 5th time I've seen him now along the trail. So we kind of seem to be rolling around the same speed. And Dean's a good guy. He's also a bicycle mechanic up there. So figured out after my dismal experiences at the bike shops yesterday in Helena, I came up with a plan today. It worked pretty good coming down the hills. I put my right hand on the back brake in the drops, and then I put my left hand on the top of the hood of the front brake, and that way I was still upright enough that I could see forward and see any obstacles. That worked out pretty good today, so I'll try that again and continue to do things that way, and we'll see how it goes. So I felt my hands were doing a little better today.